This is our look at the Let's Make Art Kids box for homeschoolers. So the Let's Make Art Kids box comes in this nice little box here. We got a bunch of art supplies. So we got 3 of the dandelion paints. These are liquid watercolors that the Let's Make Art company makes. It's their house brand. And this is really nice paint. I've gotten some of their kits before, the adult kits, and these are really nice. And it's also easier for beginners to use because they're already liquid, so you don't have to worry about, as much anyway, about how much water to add. Also came with a palette for your paints, some washi tape, which you can use to, well, I'll show you in a minute. Pencil, crayons, a white crayon for making little special effects and designs. Also came with a paintbrush, some Let's Make Art, these are the envelopes and postcards, right? And a whole bunch of paper. It comes in different sizes for the different projects that they're gonna do. So you can see some big, some small. It's nice and thick, so it can hold up to the watercolor. So it comes with everything you need. Plus, it comes with the Let's Make Art Kids guide or magazine, whatever you want to call it. So if you look in here, it has a whole bunch of nice stuff. A lot of like positive affirmations. It has the different projects that the child can do. And here is what the washi tape is used for. You can make different designs on your cards. And I'll show you, my son is 10, and he did the card project. And he made 3, but actually he already gave one away as a birthday card. So these are the 2 that we have left right now. This nice little bag, so they can store their nice Let's Make Art things in this little baggie. All right, so what do I think of the Let's Make Art for Kids? Oh, that's glary. I have ordered some of their boxes for myself, so they do have adult boxes that you can do. Watercolor, they used to have lettering, but they don't have those anymore. And I believe journaling, but if you go on their website, letsmakeart.com, you can see everything they offer. My son actually started watercoloring with me with just the regular Let's Make Art. And they have video tutorials. That's one thing I forgot to mention. So once you get these projects, they release tutorials. And they're free on YouTube, so you can go on there and they'll tell you exactly how to do this. So if your kid really wants to get started, they can follow the instructions in the book, or they can wait for the tutorial, or do both. There's also some neat little activities and stuff in this book for the kid to do. So my son was already a little bit familiar with Let's Make Art from me doing it and from him doing it with me, with the adult version. So he's 10 years old, and this is actually him right here. He did some projects, and they picked one of his to be on the back of the magazine. That's the only, we're not related to this company, by the way, but he just happened to get picked because they liked his postcard there. But I think it's great for a 10-year-old. My son was able to set the project up and do it entirely on his own without any help. He pulled the video up and watched it and followed right along. I think younger kids can definitely do these projects, but they might need a little help with setup depending on the child, especially if they need to put the tape a certain way on the paper or something like that. But I think it is definitely good for younger kids too, and probably kids even a little bit older than my son. So yeah, for homeschoolers who are looking for a way to get their children into art, especially if you don't have an art background, I think this is a really great and fun way to start. And everyone at Let's Make Art, they are so positive. Like I said, I mean, there's so many beautiful things in here. that will keep your child positive and keep them motivated. And the person who does the kids box, her name is Nicole, and she is just the sweetest person. So I really love it. I recommend it for kids. If your kids are a little bit older and maybe, want something different, I would definitely look into the watercolor box for them, because we've been doing Let's Make Art for a year and a half almost, and we love them. Oh, yes, the supplies are different each month. So this was their first kids box, and this had the watercolor supplies that you saw. We saw a preview for next month, which is August of 2020, and that is going to have acrylic paint and stuff like that in it. So it looks like, at least as of right now, that the kids boxes are going to have some different mediums every month. So that's kind of fun too. That way your kid can kind of get a taste for a lot of different things. So I'm going to switch it over to my son, and he is going to give his quick kids opinion on the Let's Make Art kids box.
All right, I'm here. So, my opinion. So, these are really fun projects. I only did one of them, but
You're planning on doing more, right?
Yes, I'm definitely going to be doing more. I'm thinking I would say for some kids my age and older might want the regular watercolor box.
Kind of depends on the kid, right?
It kind of depends on who
Maybe
it
and
is.
how much art experience.
Also, the paints, I've used a lot of different paint and they're really good. It comes with a lot of good supplies and projects are fun. Paper's
how
good.
difficult are these, do you think?
Oh, very simple. They're really simple. They're really fun and really simple. And the washi tape, when you pull it off the paper, it doesn't rip it. So
You'd recommend it for a lot of different ages?
I would recommend it for a lot of different ages.
Okay.
Depending on the kid, they might want the regular watercolor box. But yeah,
All right.
I definitely recommend this.
So it is highly recommended from our family. So I think for our homeschooling, it is definitely a check it out, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. And we're going to have more homeschool reviews. So definitely check back with us later and we'll see what we can get into. So that's it. Bye-bye.